now let us see regarding how hydrogen is produced. Okay, we have already seen the sources, okay, and we have seen the basic process also of this. Okay, now we will see regarding the how it is generated, how it is transported. So we have seen the primary resources, very primary resources, that we can generate it using the renewable energy. Okay, we can generate it using some fossil fuels also, like natural gas, coals. Okay, or we can use it from surplus energy, which is excess, okay, which is not used. This can also be a source. This is also related to renewable energy or some of the fossil cell, or like suppose electrical energy that we are receiving, if it is in surplus, we can use that also. Okay, so the first two processes that we have seen, the first is electrolysis. Okay, in electrolysis what happens, we pass electric current to some some, you can in example, we pass electric current through water. Okay, and then this hydrogen, H2O, it breaks into H2 plus O. Okay, like it differentiate it with them. Okay, the electric current that we supply is to break the bond between hydrogen and oxygen. So we have hydrogen ions and oxygen ions separate, and we release this hydrogen or release this oxygen. Okay, and only hydrogen is stored. This is the process of electrolysis. Okay, and we will also see in more detail, but in basic part, electrolysis is something when we pass electric current to some you can say chemical. Okay, from which it break the bonds of the hydrogen and oxygen. Okay, then hydrogen is separated, oxygen is separated. Oxygen can be directly released into the air because we are not generating oxygen, or that can also be stored and it can be supplied to different application where we need only pure oxygen, like in medical part or in different segments. Okay, and hydrogen we can use for our further process. This is electrolysis. Or we can use the conversion of chemical treatments, like thermochemical, biological, in the gas. Okay, how we convert them. So in our chemical industry we can also generate the hydrogen. So up to here, this is regarding the production. So these two steps are production of hydrogen. These are production. Okay, next we will move forward to the transportation. So this is in the transportation, because hydrogen being a gas and it is very volatile, it is combustible also, it is very you can say it has, because small elements it can disturb the part. So what we do liquefaction of the hydrogen. Liquefaction means converting the gas to liquid. Okay, this gas is basically keep at very lower temperature, that is, the boiling point of hydrogen is minus 253 degrees Celsius. Okay, so this hydrogen can be like it will be keep at this temperature and it will be converted into liquids, then it is supplied further for transportation. Okay, and liquefaction and loading is done. It means after converting into liquid, it is loaded on the, you can say, whatever transport mode is there. Okay, the transport mode can be a ship through oceans from one place to another. It can be done through the truck or the tankers. Okay, and this all we can use the railway line. Okay, rail mode, you can say road mode, and the water mode. Three modes. The transportation can be done in a liquid state. After that, when it is stored, okay, what we do the unloading. Okay, unloading maybe from the ship, maybe from the tanker, maybe from the rails. Okay, and it is stored in the you can say containers. After that, whenever it is there, okay, this is the part of storage. Now we will move for the distribution. How? After from these plant it is moved further. So again regasification is done. We do not supply this hydrogen again in liquid. Okay, we convert it into gas, because it is very hard to keep the temperature of this hydrogen under in very minus state. Okay, so again regasification is done. It is bring to the gaseous state. and again from the tankers, or maybe through the pipelines. Okay, there would be a proper pipeline, like our household has the water pipelines. From this kind of part, it can be distributed to different location. So this is the part of distribution in gaseous state. Okay, now at last, this is the end consumer. Okay, end consumer, or where it is utilized. Okay, it can be directly you can say provided to the hydrogen stations, from where, suppose we will learn in further our topics, where we will have our hydrogen vehicles. Okay, hydrogen vehicles can come here, they can refill in their vehicle and they can go. This is the utilization. Or it can be provided through a gas retailer wherever it is needed, so it can be provided. Or it can be injected to the existing gas pipeline, okay, to its different applications. So this is the whole ecosystem of hydrogen, how it is produced, how it is transported, how it is stored, and how it is distributed. Moving further, so this is again the same thing, just in a different overview. Okay, we do the generation of hydrogen, then it is again stored at this level. Okay, after generation, then it is transported to the different means, maybe use of pipeline, maybe use of tankers, then it is distributed at the stations, and then it is implemented to the our final mobility sector. Okay, this is a short diagram. The previous one was explaining the each process. This is the short layout of hydrogen generation, storage, transportation, distribution, and utilization. There is one more slide, one more image of hydrogen production. Maybe we are producing hydrogen from renewable energy like wind, solar. Okay, that will go to hydrogen production using the electrolysis process. Electrolysis we have seen. Okay, and next is pyrolysis process is also there, which is used for converting natural gas into hydrogen. There are two processes, pyrolysis or steam reforming. Okay, pyrolysis is basically we heat some you can say element. Okay, any you can say hydrocarbon fuels in absence of oxygen. When there is no oxygen, or when we burn them, so just CO, or basically carbon part is removed. Okay, carbon and hydrogen, it can be basically separated, and we can use them to generate the you can say hydrogen. This is pyrolysis. There is one video also available on the internet regarding the pyrolysis, where they generate the hydrogen by their own. You can see these kind of videos also. But the process is called pyrolysis, where the you can say the material or the natural gas, it is burnt in absence of oxygen, where oxygen is not available. Okay, but if we burn them in terms of oxygen, so the combustion will be created. You have learned regarding the fire and the flame part. The flame and this part only come when any fuel and oxygen, fuel plus oxygen is burned, then flame is created. Okay, and if it does not use oxygen, so flame will be not created, the fuel will be separated into different components. Okay, this process of burning fuel in absence of oxygen is called pyrolysis. Okay, after this we have steam reforming process also. Okay, in which what happens, steam reforming is basically we again it is related to the heat part. Okay, the hydrocarbons that we have, hydrocarbons, it is basically heated up. Okay, and it is heated just to only rearrange the materials. Okay, suppose we have some combination from the natural gases of hydrocarbons. Okay, we want to generate CH4, we want to generate methane, C2H6, okay, C2H7, these kind of different fuels. Okay, that is called reforming. Okay, and steam is used for heating. Okay, this material is heated to different level, just only to rearrange their chemical composition to generate different kind of fuels. That is we call a steam reforming. Okay, reforming is the process, and steam is used to basically heat them up. Okay, and from them the carbon that is released, it can be basically captured or stored. Okay, or it can be used for different application, and hydrogen is extracted. So we have extracted hydrogen from the process of electrolysis, pyrolysis, and reforming. Then this is the generation part. Then it goes to the hydrogen storage. Okay, it is stored, and then it is transported through the pipeline, through the ship, through the road, through the rail. Then it can go to the power and heat generation station whenever it is needed. There are the applications, site infrastructure, maybe some industry, fuel station, okay, marine engines, aircraft. These can be different part. Okay, from here it can be used for road vehicles, for operating road vehicle, for special vehicles like agriculture, tractor, some municipal vehicles. Okay, and also it can be applied to different industry for heating, cooling. These are the industrial application. For power supply we have the this is the energy application, process heat. This is the material application, reducing it. Hydrogen can be used as reducing agent. Okay, redoxides we can use for the feedstock. Okay, it for the logistic and mobility it can be used in rail, marine, aerospace. Okay, these are the road vehicles. So even you can imagine the in the transportation, the ship that is running, road, the truck, the rail, they all can be operated from the same energy if we want to. Okay, so it is a very interlinked technology.